So I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan. I've played through the original game many times. And the other week I was looking for something new to play. I was thinking to play Legend of Zelda again, but I didn't want to go through a game I've already gone through many times. So I decided to do my searches and see if I could find any game that's similar to the Legend of Zelda so I can get that experience, but also get something new at the same time. And in my search, I came across a game for the Sega Master System called Golden Axe Warrior. And let me tell you, when I say that this game is a clone of the original Legend of Zelda, I am not using that term lightly. This game looks, feels, plays exactly like the original Legend of Zelda, and I don't even know how they were able to get away with copying so much from Legend of Zelda. Now, I want to talk about this game because I'm about three-quarters of the way through and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's an awesome game and it completely scratched the itch I had trying to get that feel of Legend of Zelda again, but also get something new. And in my opinion, this game actually does a lot of things better than The Legend of Zelda. And I think that makes sense because it came after Legend of Zelda and they had Legend of Zelda as a blueprint, as something to copy and improve upon. So let's talk a little bit about the game and the story. So in this game, you'll play as a warrior, and your goal is to defeat Death Adder, who is attacking the land. And in order to do that, you will need to find 9 crystals. These crystals are in dungeons. So just like Legend of Zelda, you'll be going into these dungeons that, let me tell you, look exactly like a Legend of Zelda dungeon. And you'll be fighting enemies, bosses, collecting new items and then progressing through the world onto the next one and onto the next one. So completely the same gameplay, completely the same idea as the original Legend of Zelda. But where I think this game shines a little bit more is in a few areas. So first let's start with the graphics. In my opinion, Golden Axe Warrior looks better than Legend of Zelda. The colors pop more. You have tons of different terrain and environments from forests to deserts to beaches to graveyards to swamps. So they took everything Legend of Zelda had, made it pop a bit more, and even added a few different terrains that you don't see in Legend of Zelda. Now, on top of that, the world map for Golden Axe Warrior is bigger than Legend of Zelda, but as a downside, you don't get any map for the game. So you do have like a basic map in your menu where you can see what part of the world you're on, but it's just all black. So you kind of just know where you are on the world grid. But the game itself didn't come with any map, and you don't have any full map to really help you navigate around. So you're really going to need to explore. And I think that's one thing Legend of Zelda did better was have that map to kind of assist you, help you get through the world. Now, let's talk about some of the item differences in the game. There are a lot of the same mechanics, same items between these two games, but there's also some different things. So one thing I really liked about Golden Axe Warrior was that you have two main weapons. You have your sword, which is kind of a straight thrusting attack, and then you have your axe, which is more of a sweeping attack. So that was a nice improvement over the Legend of Zelda. And you can actually use your axe in this game to chop down bushes, which is a very nice improvement over Legend of Zelda, where you need to pull out the candle and use the flame to burn bushes, which is very slow. And, at the beginning of Legend of Zelda, you can only use the flame one time per screen until you get sort of the better candle. So having the axe, I think, is a very nice improvement to chop down bushes and kind of unlock secret areas a little bit more efficiently. Now, on top of that, another good improvement in Golden Axe Warrior is the use of magic. So you do have magic in this game, and as you're progressing through the world, you'll get more magic ability. You'll get fire magic, earth magic, etc. There's a bunch of different magics that all kind of have their own unique effect. And on top of that, you can increase your magic meter so you can get more magic to be able to use these magic spells more often. And that's pretty cool. I do like that addition. But the one thing that I noticed is that Golden Axe Warrior doesn't have any range weapons. So in Legend of Zelda, you have the bow, for example. In Golden Axe Warrior, your range weapons are your magic. So for example, you have a thunder magic that you can use to fire at range. And I think maybe that's one area where Legend of Zelda is better, is in the weapon variety, having those range weapons. But Golden Axe Warrior has its own unique weapons as well. So it was still pretty cool to have magic. And what's really cool as well about Golden Axe Warrior is that you can upgrade a lot of your weapons and items. So there's multiple upgrades for your sword and your axes that you'll have to find throughout the world. Even once you get your first magic, let's say your earth magic, you can find places in the world to upgrade and make that stronger over time. So having all these upgrades was really fun. It's really fun searching through the world, trying to find these hidden areas to get these upgrades and help you throughout the game. You can even upgrade your armor. So you'll get better armor throughout the game as well. So tons of upgrades. And for me, I love that. I love searching. I love finding upgrades. I love getting stronger. So that was a great welcome addition in this game. Now let's talk a little bit more about the dungeons. As I mentioned, the dungeons play, feel, look exactly like Legend of Zelda. So you'll be getting keys to unlock doors. You'll be finding new weapons or items in the dungeons. And at the end of each dungeon, you'll be fighting a boss. So completely the same as Legend of Zelda. And that's not a bad thing because Legend of Zelda did it perfectly. So I think that's a good thing, although it is quite surprising how much they ripped off from Legend of Zelda. But just know that it feels and plays exactly like a Legend of Zelda dungeon. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come on today and highlight this game again because it's really refreshing to kind of get that Legend of Zelda feel in a new game as a new experience. Whereas you don't really get that often these days. And if you've never heard of this game like me, I just found out about this a few weeks ago. I definitely recommend you give this a try because the game is awesome. I'm really enjoying it. And I haven't finished it yet, but I really don't know which game I like more, Legend of Zelda or Golden Axe Warrior. And I'm surprised to say that because you would think I would have heard about this game or knew more about it. But it just completely slipped my radar. Um, but I'm really looking forward to finishing this game and seeing where do I place it. I mean, there's definitely pros and cons to each game, but Golden Axe Warrior is really holding up well, really fun, and it had the benefit of being able to look at Legend of Zelda and try to make improvements to it. So take that for what it is, but definitely give this game a try. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you next time.